Stranger Things Season 1. Set in November 1983 in the quiet town of Hawkins, Indiana, the story begins when 12-year-old Will Byers vanishes while cycling home after a late-night game of Dungeons and Dragons with his friends Mike Wheeler, Dustin Henderson, and Lucas Sinclair. Moments before reaching home, Will encounters a terrifying creature that escapes from a secretive government laboratory on the edge of town. His disappearance sends shockwaves through the community. Will's mother, Joyce Byers, refuses to accept that her son is simply lost. Convinced he is still alive, she begins experiencing strange disturbances in her home: flickering lights, moving objects, and eerie phone calls filled with static. She becomes certain that Will is attempting to communicate with her. In desperation, she strings up Christmas lights around the house and paints the alphabet on the wall, enabling Will to spell out messages from beyond. Meanwhile, Police Chief Jim Hopper initially suspects a mundane explanation, but soon realizes something far more sinister is at play. His investigation leads him to Hawkins National Laboratory, where scientists have been conducting secret experiments involving sensory deprivation and psychic abilities. Hopper uncovers evidence of a cover-up surrounding Will's disappearance, and the staged discovery of a fake body meant to close the case. While searching the woods for their friend, Mike, Dustin, and Lucas encounter a frightened girl with a shaved head and hospital gown. She identifies herself only as 11. It becomes clear that she possesses telekinetic and psychic powers, the result of experiments performed on her at the laboratory under the supervision of Dr. Martin Brenner. 11 escaped after making contact with a terrifying creature during a psychic experiment. In doing so, she unintentionally opened a gateway to a parallel dimension, the Upside Down, allowing the monster to cross into Hawkins. The boys hide 11 in Mike's basement, and she forms a close bond with him, experiencing friendship and kindness for the first time in her life. Using her abilities, 11 confirms that Will is alive, but trapped in the Upside Down, a dark, decaying mirror of Hawkins filled with toxic air and organic growths. The creature hunting him, later dubbed the Demogorgon by the boys, moves between dimensions through temporary portals. At the same time, Mike's older sister Nancy Wheeler struggles with the disappearance of her best friend, Barbara Holland. After attending a party at Steve Harrington's house, Barb was left alone by the pool and dragged into the Upside Down by the monster. Nancy teams up with Jonathan Byers, Will's older brother, who is searching for answers of his own. Together they discover photographic evidence of the creature and begin investigating its patterns. As their bond strengthens, they devise a plan to lure and trap the monster using Jonathan's hunting skills. Hopper eventually joins forces with Joyce after realizing she is not delusional. Breaking into the laboratory, they discover the gate to the Upside Down and learn that Will has been surviving there by hiding and communicating through electrical energy. Hopper and Joyce enter the alternate dimension wearing protective gear and rescue Will from a nest-like structure where he is slowly being suffocated by a vine-like organism. The Upside Down is revealed to be a bleak reflection of Hawkins, cold, silent, and filled with drifting spores. It exists in parallel time to the real world, but corrupted and lifeless. As government agents close in on 11 and the boys, a final confrontation unfolds at the school. The Demogorgon attacks, and 11 uses the full extent of her powers to disintegrate the creature. In the process, she appears to sacrifice herself, vanishing along with the monster. Will is reunited with his family and begins to recover. Hawkins attempts to return to normal, and Hopper secretly leaves food in a wooded box, suggesting 11 may still be alive. However, the final moments reveal lingering consequences. Will coughs up a slug-like creature and briefly sees a vision of the Upside Down in his bathroom, hinting that the connection between worlds remains open. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more.